Hey, it's the Odd Man. It's winter here. I'm at the beach. I'm at Pacific Beach State Park again. This is up on the Moclips area. As you can see, for a few minutes I've got a pretty nice evening, but there's rain coming. And I'm still pretty early. I'm still like 3 hours before low tide. And I was kind of hoping to catch a limit of clams before the weather got bad, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I think I'm going to get dressed a little better and walk around. So while I went to the beach to do the clam digging, as I usually do, I did a run on the beach, which I love, and I went to do a short hike at a place called Damon Point that I'd never been to before down by Ocean Shores. As I often do in the winter time when I go to the beach, I rented a yurt, which is always fun. As always, another gourmet meal. Well, that was pretty funny. I tried to fly the drone in a circle and it just said, "Too windy, can't return to base." It is so windy and cold, you can be sure I'm using the clam gun today so I don't get my arms and sleeves all wet and nasty. Oh boy, just started to rain. I really like taking trips near the full moon, because just like this, even when the weather's crappy and cold and wet, occasionally the moon breaks through and it's just cool. Okay, well, all things considered, that was a pretty successful clam dig. I caught a limit, which is 15 clams, and most of them are pretty good sized. The biggest problem was that it hailed for a few minutes in the middle there. Man, it was flipping cold for a while. There were times when it was kind of miserable, but now the wind has died down a little bit. It hailed for a while, but that was just for a few minutes, so I'd call that a win. I'm going for a run. It's not raining very hard, and it looks like maybe the weather will get better. It's about an hour after low tide. I'm hoping there's enough beach to run on. Oh yes, plenty of beach. But the tide is coming all the way up to the grass, so it should be out another hour. I should be able to finish my run without any trouble. There's all these seagulls on the beach. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. There's two bald eagles hanging around here. Wow, look at this. The weather just doesn't get any better at the beach. It's cold, but I love this. As I always do, I love to run through the surf at least once. Let's see, I got a full limit of clams, ran in the surf, the weather turned great. Trip to the beach just doesn't get any better than this. So I was at Pacific Beach State Park. My checkout time was 11, and the low tide for clamming wasn't until 8 o'clock at night, and I didn't really want to hang around there that long. So I thought, well, let's find something to do. So I've come down to Ocean Shores. It's a place I've never seen before, and I thought it would be interesting to look at it. They have all these little waterways that I thought were cool that I've always wanted to see. And then while I was there, I saw this Damon Point. I think I can hike out there, so I'm going to do that. The weather was just too nice to go home. Although, it's looking like it might be getting worse. This looks like it once might have been a much larger facility. Yeah, we're all just hunkered down, waiting for the weather to get better. Not much going on at this marina in the wintertime. I've never seen a boat ramp like this before that had concrete walls on both sides. Puts a real premium on backing your trailer in straight, doesn't it? Ocean Shores is sort of a typically touristy beach town, but they do have this long paved bike trail that's kind of cool. I stopped to check out this trail and the trail that goes across this bridge over here, and I got a couple of friends that are stopping to look here too. Oh, but the bridge is just a golf cart bridge for the golf course. Pretty clear. The water runs over the top of this. Still another hour and a half to high tide, but I think this is as far as I'm going to go. It'd be fun to walk clear out there to the end, but I'm afraid I'd get stranded there for the next 4 hours. So many birds, it's just cool. I didn't know this was here. I was headed down to the launching ramp on the bay. Ah, no jet skis. This is a pretty nice place. There's some really nice houses here. When you look at this area on the map, you always wonder, can the boats get through here? And apparently they cannot. Thanks for watching. This is the Odd Man, out.